Something that would be really important to know is that aspects, which are conversations and interactions from one planet to another, or we have the sun or luminary to, let's say, Mercury, the moon to Mercury, or Venus to Saturn, let's just say. Those conversations are known as aspects, those connections from one planet to the next. From one planet to another. And sometimes they're more positive and sometimes they're more on the negative side. So when we have Venus conjunct another planet, that can be positive or negative, just depends if we're talking about a trine, which is if Venus is in Cancer and Neptune is in Pisces, for example. Both Cancer and Pisces are water signs, so they would trine each other. Conjunctions happen when a planet and another are on the same. When a planet and another planet are in the same sign, they meet up. Um, and then we're talking about oppositions when one planet is in a sign and the other planet is in a sign 6 signs away from that sign. So let's just say Mars and Leo opposite Pluto and Aquarius. Leo and Aquarius are both opposite signs of the zodiac. And then we have squares, which are, we're talking about the modes now, the modalities, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So let's just say we have Mars and Leo, going back to that example, a fixed sign, Jupiter and Taurus. Leo and Taurus are not the same sign, they're not opposite each other. So they are one from each polarity in the fixed grouping of signs. So Leo and Taurus are, 90 degrees because square is 90 degrees. And so conjunctions are meetings of planets. Trines are really positive energy, flowing energy. Things go really well with the trine. It's just easy, like the planets are, really getting along. Sextiles are, opportunities where the energy is there, but now it's time to take advantage of it and act on it. And, there's good, those are positive. Squares represent conflict and tension. They represent where we need growth and where we need also that tension, that discomfort, that resistance that those two planets have, because it's almost like they're playing tug of war with each other. They're fighting each other. But with that discomfort comes challenge, but also change and action and growth can come from those squares. And then the oppositions were sort of playing a ping pong game of tug of war, um, where we are feeling opposed from one planet in this sign, another planet in this sign. But if we can merge the two together and then go in that direction, then that would be great. The trines and sextiles bring out the positive qualities of whatever planets that, Venus is trining Neptune. Those bring out positive qualities. Venus's beauty, love, it is, what you value. It's about pleasure and enjoying the finer things in life. It's very related to Taurus. Neptune is spiritual. It's a compassion and energy, empathy, imagination, so if those planets are aspected positively, they can bring out, the positive aspects of whatever planet is being aspected, or planets being aspected. So Jupiter, for example, take Jupiter, is about growth and luck. It's an expansive energy. It is about really having a philosophy, outlook on life, and really claiming a life of your own vision. It's about how you view the world. It's about your philosophy, and it's about finding freedom within your philosophy and in your way of living and really making the most out of life. So, those are all positive qualities where Jupiter can bestow blessings, but on the downside, Jupiter blows up and expands. It can also expand negative stuff, and it can be overdoing, overindulging. Jupiter is a gas giant. So this could be overindulging in food or other things like that, and really having a lot of great ideas and a really positive, optimistic energy, like you want to grow, you want to travel, you want to expand, you want to do this because the sky is the limit and you feel like you can do it all. And you just feel so abundant. But then the downside is, where's the substance, where's the details, where's the actually sticking to a list, and following through on that list, and being very practical and getting it done and bringing it down to reality and putting the work in, and actually making something happen and doing something. So it's great possibilities, but with little substance, and it can be overdone, overindulging. Too much is too much. Cut it back. Moderation's needed. Um, and same with Mars. Super assertive. It is a very pioneering energy, which is Mars. It brings you energy. It brings you action, the motivation to do something. And I want to say the balls to do something, but the downside, it can be self-righteous, aggressive, too hot-tempered, too impulsive. So those would be hard aspects to Mars. Like if any planet was squaring or opposing Mars, then it would bring out more of those negative shadow qualities of Mars. Whereas if a planet was bringing out positively aspected to Jupiter, it would bring out more of the positive qualities of that sign. But Jupiter is benefic as it is, so it would still be quite positive. But still, any planet in hard aspect to another planet brings out those shadow qualities, those negative qualities of that planet. So I hope that that sort of clears that up. Sometime maybe down the line, maybe sometime or another, I could do a video, an astrology video on the aspects. So really delving into that. I think I did a video on finding aspects in your natal chart. I think I did one where I spoke about the different aspects already. You can find that out on my YouTube channel. But anyway, I hope that you found this helpful, found this insightful. Bye for now, everybody.